Well, look at that. Worked out okay. Hello. Hello. My name is Shane. I'm glad you're joining us. Us. Who's us? Who's us? Let's see. Let's see. Claudia, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Look at you. I can never see. Oh, there we go. Nice candle. I see. Nice that you're joining us. Me. But I guess it's us now. It's you and I, Claudia. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
It's rough. I can't see you on this video. I feel like it's the lights, but you just have to be lit dark. Why you gotta be so dark?
Because I like it darker in here.
How's that work for video, though?
I don't really know.
It's great to see your face. For people that don't know, this is Claudia Bردella. Claudia helps run the Infernal Church on a Discord. On the Discord, we agreed. I would say
Oh,
the
yeah.
Discord.
And for that, I'm going to plug a little something for it. Tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, we're doing movies. Tomorrow, we are doing Pearls Before Swine. The next day, we're doing um, Valley of the Dolls. Saturday, we're doing a double feature with Salo, or also known as the 120 Days of Sodom. And right after that, American Psycho.
I love it. Well, hard movies. I almost start to twitch when I'm like, "Oh, you're not 18, but you are. You're 18." So I don't mind hearing
Yes.
about 120 Days of Sodom. Though it's like you should have to be 35 to see that film. But it's weird to see
It,
your face because didn't see it for so many years. So it's always like it's good to see you. Put a face to it. Which films are you watch? Are you showing again on Discord?
um, Pearls Before Swine, Valley of the Dolls, Salo, and American Psycho.
You know, I don't remember Valley of the Dolls. I could swear I saw it.
Um, it's the one with Sharon Tate in it.
Right, I could swear I've seen it, but I just don't remember it. It was not memorable to me. 120 Days of Sodom is what? Tell me about Pearls Before Swines.
It's this movie that Boyd Rice is in.
Oh, why you got to mention that guy? You got to irritate me, huh? I see. Okay, let's forget that film. It's probably not, it's probably awful. Is it good? Have you seen it?
It's actually pretty good.
Ah, yeah, I'm sure. Okay, I give it. I'm not gonna. Whatever. We did a little zine together. Me and Claudia did a zine based on a bunch of texts that I sent them, and it's along the same lines as a zine I've been building about arguments me and Boyd Rice have gotten in over the years. I've saved all these screen grabs and stuff. And the last time we got in a beef on Instagram, me and Boyd Rice got in this argument. He deleted all this. He deleted all my. He would delete my comments real quick, and then comment. So I was like, "What a snake!" And so I was like, I had to go into other different accounts and get in there and repost my stuff when he was sleeping. I'm like, I'll wait till 2 in the morning and post my shit. But it's a fun exchange. It's actually pretty ridiculous. That's why I'm going to make it into a zine. But our zine that you did with me is not ridiculous. It's very good. It's wholesome. It's very informative. Tell us about
Yeah,
that zine. Do you have a cover art for it yet?
yeah. I made a little cover for it. It's in the thing I sent you earlier today.
I did not see a cover.
Oh, I might have forgotten to put it in. I'll put it in tomorrow.
Okay. Tell the world there's listen, look, 1,600 people are tuned in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
1,600 people. Wow.
1,600 people are tuned in. Tell us about
Basic,
this.
basically, it's I went through 2 years worth of messages and interactions, and then we did this thing on a Google Docs where we were talking about the concept of the outsider and the lone wolf and the individual, which was a really interesting one. It went different places than I expected it to go, but it's just full of little messages, full of, I guess, good information.
Yeah, well, what is it? Tell it like what would you call what would you if you were to review your own zine? How would you review it? What is it like? I haven't been. I just skimmed through it yet today and saw a few typos I wanted to fix. Like one ironic one, I was like, I say something like we're seers. I mean seers, like people that can see and almost feel. And it says we're sewers. And I'm like, true, but
Um,
same thing. Seer, sewer.
I'd say it's a mix between historical and an interview, a couple interviews, and like a like discussion.
What do we talk about in there?
Oh, well, I already mentioned the one. We talk about martyrdom. We talk about there's talk about Wikipedia. There's talk about performance art. It's oh, and there's a really interesting thing in there about a pendulum, which I'm not going to say, but
Yeah, we can't give it all away.
and then there's some advertisements in it.
Nice. There's yeah, I know. I see you put one in for Baphomet X.
Yes, I did.
They're making out like bandits. I liked our conversation today about Palestine, and I
Oh
noticed
yeah.
somewhere else I mentioned. I was looking through something. I forget what I was looking through. Oh, it's an old. It's like an old audio or something. I was trying to make into clips, and I'm talking about the same thing. Oh, someone asked me where my change, where I used to talk about violent revolution, and blowing things up, and then this was 20 years ago. I saw buildings being dropped on Palestinians, and they were live streaming it, and I was like, oh, I don't want nothing like this to happen. And the younger ideas of blowing up the world was great before it became a reality. When you see that stuff, it's like, holy, not the best. I don't know what this has to do with witchcraft necessarily, but can you tie it in, Claudia? You're good with this.
Well, witches are aware of the world that we live in, so
Witches burn. They burn the witches. Maybe Palestinians are witches.
maybe they are.
Yeah, maybe they are. So, what were you going to say about the conversation we were having?
Oh yeah, I thought it was a very interesting one. I liked it
Why?
because it changed my mind a bit.
That's good. Why did it change your mind? People should know. I mean, we're here. I was there for it, so I sort of got it. But
Well, they can hack it. They can hack our accounts. Um, they're they're all witches listening. They can just wish it and it'll happen.
or just get a job at Google.
Um, no, it was just like, well, no, it makes sense now because these things have a ripple effect, and you know, it does affect us over here, even if it doesn't really seem like it.
You had a very nihilistic tone that I was commenting to. You're like, what's the point of talking about this? What's the point of going on about it? And I relate to that. I've had that nihilistic tone myself when I was younger. So it's weird to be older and be this older person that I almost despised when I was younger. Like I remember older people telling, I don't smoke weed anymore. I'm like, yeah, I'll never quit smoking weed, but I have. Or I was pretty nihilistic when I was younger, and anyone who had hope or faith or anything like, I don't have faith, but I don't even know if I have hope too much. It's a word I try to figure out a different way to communicate it. But it's like I had all those feelings, and you get older, and I think you get wiser. But maybe you just feel like maybe it's like it was like when I met LeVay. He had this thing. He was like, it was wild. This is one of the wildest parts about meeting him and hanging out. Because he started to go, I wish there was a place where when I died, I would be able to meet up with my old friends. And he had that, and I was like, dude's talking about the afterlife, like he wished there was one almost. And I think when you get older, you like maybe it's wisdom or maybe it's like not weakness, but like there's like, oh, this is Burroughs, William Burroughs, all these old counterculture people that were real radical when they were younger. They all end up, their last words are like, love is the law, or love is the answer, or love is all we have. And it's like, I've come to that kind of conclusion in my own self. People are saying hi to you, Claudia. Sharon LeVay
Oh,
says, hi, Claudia. Shane, I'll be
hello.
calling in maybe within the hour, maybe within the week. That's what she says. So maybe someday she's going to call in. um, and so maybe it's something like that. It was just weird because I feel like the same thing. Like I don't think about it, like I hope there's places I could meet up with my friends because they all are, all my friends I've become enemies with, and it's a good thing to clean the closet out. But it's like I hope I hope we're existing in a multi-dimensional universe. Like there's something going on. Those are good ideas. Those are fun ideas, don't you think?
Yeah, they are. It's fun. It's fun to toy with.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a big believer in it, but the older I get, I'm like, yeah, I would like to. I would like to be able to see what happens after I'm gone. But you don't get to do that. Maybe you do, but it would be cool. And I was talking. Oh, we were talking last which Wednesday. We were talking about the spirit world, and Sharon brings it down like, listen, you're going to be rotting. Your nipples are not going to work. You have to possess another person's body. And I was like, because I'm like, if there's a spirit world, if my nerve endings work, I'm going to be good. But if I'm just floating around, what good is it? What good is the spirit world? I guess if I could see what's going on after my death, you know.
Well, with like, they just did that Neuralink thing. That's I gotta go real quick.
Okay, goodbye. Whoa, that was quick. That was quick. I'm pretty sure Lucy Vaughn is going to be calling. Hi, Claudia doll. Lucy, are you going to call? Are you going to leave me? Do I have to play more videos? I will. Is anyone the mindset starts to change when there are more years behind you than in front of you? Yeah, Perez. I don't. Jolene. Yeah, that's true. You know, you find out what works and what doesn't work, and violence or anger and all that kind of stuff. When I was younger, it worked, but for a small moment, intimidation, shit like that works for these moments. Oh, Claudia's calling back. Oh, this is going to be the irritation of the youth that kills me. This is the irritation of the youth that's going to kill me. I say. You missed that, so I wanted to make sure you hear it. Like, I'm
Oh,
getting
all right.
Jolie Perez
Yeah,
says.
no.
Jolie Perez says. I'm going to read this to you. The mindset starts to change when we are more years behind. When there are more years behind you than in front of you, and so it's like, hey, hey, whoever just messaged me, it was Lucy Vaughn. It's in the email. Just search the email. I can't do it right now. I'm going live on TikTok too. Doing both. You have to be a better person than lower level entities. Yeah, but define better. Rabbit Television Network. Define better. What is better? Be good. What is good? But I was saying this. I forget what I was saying. I was saying like I'm starting to get irritated with kids, younger people. But I'm getting irritated with everything because I'm getting older. I'm like, I don't have time. And it comes down to this. I think I really started thinking about it. Like, I don't have time for this bullshit. I don't have time for this bullshit. I don't have time. I want everything to run efficiently. Love, brother. Sinner's Wish. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Is that 93 on there? Love, brother. Okay, Sinner's Wish. Very nice. You have to be a better person than lower level entities. Yeah, that's a hard one to figure out who's defining how I'm better. For me, I just feel like it's like defining success. What is better? What is success? And for me, like success is a warm, fuzzy feeling in my belly. It's not really anything that I can define. It's something I feel like love. What is love? So real success becomes an abstract word to me, just like love or passion, or it's like more of a feeling than a tangible. Look, at I have success. You know, I was successful sitting next to a sea lion at one time, a big old fucking sea lion with my dog talking to it, real close. And some person passes by and says, those things are dangerous. And they have a big dog. And I'm like, then the sea lion starts to move. And I'm like, this fucking thing's going to kill me because this idiot over here is bringing a bad vibe into the room. All right, Lucy Vaughn's joining. We're going to figure out how to do this real quick, okay? So everyone, hold tight. Just hold tight. Oh, Lucy, look at you. You're right there. Holy shit, this worked out pretty
Hi.
good.
Hello. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm trying to figure out how to get Claudia on here. Boom. And Claudia's on with us. Lucy Vaughn's here. Oh, look at you. You found the link. I love this. Look at you. You look great. You got your
I'm
whole
kind of
different look.
smart. Shane, I'm just a tad bit smart.
Well, you're the one who asked me for the link.
I know that's why I said I'm a little bit smart. I was able to find it.
How's my hair look today, Lucy?
I use my magical powers.
How's my hair look today, Lucy?
It looks really good.
Are you
I
lying?
think you look good in gray. I think the gray looks good on you.
The fuck that does that mean?
I mean, like it goes well with your complexion.
The gray hair in my beard?
No, the sweater.
Oh, because I've been thinking, I'm like, guys always like get their beards dyed. They start dyeing beards and stuff. And I never went for any of that stuff, but I started thinking recently, I'm like, do I dye the beard?
No, leave it.
Yeah. But when it comes real white, then what does it become? Like it doesn't pop.
Then you
I'll
become
have
a wizard.
wintered. Nice.
A wizard.
Oh, wizard. I was like
Throw it
winter.
out.
I'm in my winter of my youth. I'm in my winter phase. Yeah.
You could change it to winter home.
Yeah. Claudia, have you spoke with Lucy before?
Yeah, we've talked in DMs a couple times.
Nice. Nice.
How are you doing, Claudia?
Good.
It always makes my heart so happy seeing you on here. We love your support.
It's very
Nice.
fun.
It means the
Very
world
fun.
to us. It really does.
Who is Chris Herrera? Do you see that? Can you see this? Can you see this in the screen? I guess you can. Hi, all. I'm Chris Herrera. I'll be performing for Sharon's event in April. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, it's not just Sharon's event, it's my event as well, Lucy's event. But who are you, Chris? Tell me more about you. Look at that. The thing popped right up on the screen. I love this. You can see his quote. Tell me. Oh, now I can see this stuff. Wow. Let me see if I can do that again. I wish I. Anyway, please, let's hear. Okay, look at that. See, you have to be a better person, Laurel. Nice. All right, I can put comments right up on the screen. This is great. So, what do you got going,
What's
Lucy?
interesting? Okay,
He's
I
saying
guess
hi.
let's start off with, I was thinking about what would you do like if there was zombie apocalypse?
Me?
Yeah.
Sit back and let them eat my ass.
Dang, that's disgusting.
Well, I'm gonna think that's where they're gonna that's what they're there for is to eat. So rather than my brains, I'm gonna let them start with my ass. Most nerve endings on the ass. It's not really disgusting. Give me a break. I know better, Lucy. Everyone here is eating ass and getting their ass eaten. So let's be
Oh
real.
my goodness. Well, I think I'll be like on a private island, just partying it up.
How
Any
do you think?
world.
You think an apocalypse gives you notice? Like all of a sudden you get like a pink slip. Hey, the apocalypse is coming down next Tuesday.
I'm thinking I'll have like a private jet, so if it goes down, like we'll just hop in my private jet to a private island.
I love that idea, but I feel like for that the whole situation, I feel like you just got to give up. Like and like it's like the Nero thing. Just sit on the rooftop with your violin and watch the world burn.
We're going hard. We're gonna go hard. We go hard, like just party our asses off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would just do that, watch it all unfold, and I'm not gonna run for my life from stuff like that. It's not like I'm not gonna try to survive. How about you, Claudia? What are you doing a zombie apocalypse?
Gonna probably just go live in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, like, and that's the funny thing about zombie apocalypse. Like, bears aren't going to be zombies. Like, like, and you're in the woods. Not all of a sudden a mountain lion's not a zombie. Like
Mhm.
if it breaks loose, I feel like it's everything's off the hook. Everything's going to be a zombie. Birds will be zombies. Swallows will be
That's
zombies.
what I was thinking, right? Like
Yeah.
Well,
the
if
animals will get infected. Like you see a cute little bunny, it's a zombie. It's gonna like
Well,
attack you.
and that's what that bothers me about that concept. It always separates the human animal from the rest of the animals. And I'm like, I'm pretty certain if the zombie apocalypse break loose, like dogs can get the flu from humans, and we can catch a flu
Mhm.
from them. So it just makes sense, I think.
well,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
makes perfect sense.
if you
So
think
the
about it,
reason why we're here, what are you saying, Claudia?
oh, well, I was gonna say, if you think about it, zombies are usually in the context of it's a human that gets an impulse to eat other humans. Wouldn't it make more sense that the animals get the impulse to eat their own species, and so it kind of just they all destroy themselves?
Hmm.
Now you just took it to a whole nother level.
I like the idea of like we just zombie apocalypse is just we're reverting back to being the beast, the animal that we are, and we just start smashing heads and eating them. There's not really any
Mhm.
plague. It's just like we just like the whole like it always feels like in the last couple decades it feels like things are building to just go off like you say revolution or whatever you want to say apocalypse or and I just see on the field like they're like America's dollar is going to crash in the next 6 months. You see this stuff and it's
Mhm.
like man if things went down that's like the zombie apocalypse but there's no plague of zombie plague. It's like
Yeah.
we're just like Oh, the food chain is no longer there. Like there's no food in the city of Chicago where there's millions of people, and if millions of people are starving, they're going to start eating each other. I,
Yeah.
So,
I would imagine.
so it would be a zombie thing, just not with a virus.
Wasn't there like some outbreaks like in Florida where like people were eating each other's face off or something?
Ooh, you
Like
want to know
drinking
something
bath
happening?
salt?
Something happened in Cal. Listen to this. I bet you didn't see this one, huh? Yes, there was salt people. They took bath salts in California. Someone got hit by a train, and their like leg
Uh-huh.
flew off, and someone picked up the part of the foot, the leg, and ran off with it and was eating it.
What the?
Yeah, and there's video of it. There's a video of this guy walking down the street like
Where?
California somewhere. I don't know. I don't know the exact location. I
Dang.
can get you
He's
close.
like, he's probably thinking I didn't even need to commit murder this time.
Well, yeah, but he looked he looked like he had some problems, but still the same. He's like running down the block with his foot eating it, and there's cop cars surrounding it, and he gets arrested for he put in jail for removing a body part and then tampering with a body part, like a weird crime because there's
Oh
not a
man.
crime out there.
Imagine being in jail with that guy.
No, you
Well,
know what? I don't. What were we gonna say, Claudia?
I said, well, if given the option, would you try a human part of a human?
Who says I haven't?
I don't know. Have you?
I don't know if I want to admit things on this camera right here. I've been invited to a handful of morgues. I was in the San Francisco morgue. I have great video of it. Like, so, with what I've done in counterculture and stuff, I get invited to a lot of weird things. And then there was this one guy who collected body parts. He's like pull a hand out of a jar and got to play with it and pull
That's
this.
crazy.
Yeah. So who's to say
I
he?
always thought that. Like I always thought that would be super cool to work in a morgue.
Well, okay. It
I
is very
wouldn't like that though.
it is very sterile, and it's like a lot of vacuum cleaners that you stick in people and keep the juices from getting everywhere. So it's like you're basically keeping body fluids from like you're draining things. And yeah, this morgue was like wild because then they had feet that were cut off of people with diabetes and getting ready to be burned or whatever they do with them. Yeah, and they're like, then they're like, the person's like, do you want to take anything home with you? And I'm like, yeah, no, not I don't, because it's probably illegal and I don't need this grief. I don't like to do anything. I got too much heat already, so I don't do anything illegal. Though I
Yeah,
want to.
that's not
I really
fun.
would love to. I used to when I was younger, but I don't do that. Too old for jail. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's no fun.
so I went to the San Francisco morgue, and the girl the woman that's showing it to me, she's like almost daring. She's like opens up the thing, shows me bodies, sticks hoses in them to drain them out and stuff, and she's like, "Hey, you want to see a newborn?" And I'm like, I don't want to say
What?
no. Yeah, I don't want to say no because she's like a dare. It's like, sure, show me everything. I want to see it because I'm there as a journalist too. I want to see everything. So I've got a picture of me holding this newborn, like, and it was an experience I will not forget unless I, of course, hit my head or have Alzheimer's. But
That's so crazy. That's
yeah. So you want
crazy.
to work in a morgue, huh? I don't.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
My logic behind it is like I think living beings are capable of crazy stuff. I think it actually be peaceful, like being around just dead bodies.
I used to spend
I
my
think death
summer.
is beautiful. I think death is a beautiful thing, like the soul's left the body and the body's just going back to the earth and like the soul's somewhere else, maybe better or worse.
You know who Steve Jobs is?
Of course I know who Steve
Well,
Jobs
not
is.
everyone does. Everyone's younger than me now, so a
I
lot of
don't know
times I'll
him.
say something. They're like, "What is that?" And I'll be like, "It's fucking Led Zeppelin." And they're like, "What is that?" So I got to ask people if they know what I'm talking about. So Steve Jobs, his thing, he said the greatest invention in life is death. It cleans the slate and brings in the new and gets rid of the old. And I was like, "Oh, that's so great!" Like, yeah. Anyway, Lucy, I used to spend my summers in a funeral home. My mom's aunt and uncle owned a funeral home, and they would take me there, and I'd go pick up bodies with Uncle Jim and set up the funeral, help them, set up flowers for funerals and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I had a real good experience
Yeah.
with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's really cool. So anyways, I guess let's get to the topic of the hour. The Witches Sabbath. What's going on down there? It's gonna be April 30th and May 1st. We're gonna be having a satanic ritual,
Going
two
down.
satanic rituals, a bloodbath burlesque, bands, DJs, a fashion show, the Miss Satanic Witch pageant, performance arts, and then general admission are $30, and the VIP is 166. And we'll go into details on what the VIP includes later.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I got to show this off. I know I'm putting this up soon. I'm gonna get rid of this box, this mystery box. But there's two T-shirts in there. There's these cool T-shirts. So that
Show us the goods. Show us the
I'm
goods,
going to.
Shane.
But this whole box, I'm gonna. There's only like I only have 13 of these boxes, and they're full of patches and pins and stuff like that. And I'm gonna get rid of them for $30 a piece for the first people who donate $30. But like, look at this shirt.
That's
And
badass.
yeah, but they're all different. Like I have Anton on one, Crowley on one. Let's see. So you're getting two shirts already, and I'm going to let you know I sold these shirts when I put them out for $50 a piece.
And you can't buy these, right? You can't buy them online.
Not anymore. I took them off sale. These are
Yeah,
so
that's what
this
I
is
thought.
yeah. So you get whatever
Cody.
size you are. I have all sizes, and then you'll get like the cool patch. You know, like look at this patch.
I
These
love that one. I like that.
this
So cool.
patch. A ton of patch. Like there's like $300 worth of stuff in there, but because I manufacture all this stuff, I'm able to let it go for a very below cost. So
So
these are
you'll put your Cash App link, right, in the link below
yeah, or they
with
can
all the other
message.
links?
Look at that. No one's ever done that before. Okay, believe that.
That's so cool.
And you'll get one of these. Either I get to choose either pink or orange. Look how thick that fucking thing is.
That thing you can do like some damage to somebody. The one you gave me last year,
Yeah, that's
I was
it.
like, it's so heavy.
There's enamel pins, a ton of enamel pins. There's a spider dick pin.
A spider dick.
Yeah, you want to see it? Look at this. This is a
Yeah.
cool. This is a cool collectible coin. These sell for like $100 online, and it was when that police station burned. So here's spider dick.
I love that.
Wait, there's more. Spider-Man shoots a web.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, I think so. Get this pin. So there's, like I said, about $300 worth of stuff in there. Get one of these cool things I drew. Look at it's embossed on the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of stuff.
That's really cool.
Wait, one more. I'll show you. There's also Ed Gein stuff. Ed Gein fan club card.
That's so cute. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to make a video of that and advertise that tomorrow. But if anyone out there is looking for that, $30 for that box plus postage, and there's $300 worth of stuff in there. So
That's awesome.
this is because I like everyone that's tuning in. You know,
So the viewers can get that by donating to Cash App, right?
it's also because I need more cocaine.
Oh my gosh. Down,
Claudia's
down, Shane,
18.
down.
Claudia's 18. It's okay. It's legal in Arizona, I think, is where Claudia's at. Cocaine's legal there.
Was it really?
You can also buy CBD when you're 17 for
Oh.
recreational use.
So you're whacked out on CBD right now, aren't you, Claudia?
No, I don't like CBD. It doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, it does stuff for me. Maybe it's psychological though, but I tell you, like I take CBD when I have. Don't even fucking talk about naps. When I have some arthritic problems, I take some CBD. But I'm telling you, I'm
It's
throwing
so funny.
hands to.
I feel like I always
It's
get
not much
everything before
different.
everybody else thinks it's like popular and cool. Like I was in CBD and then all of a sudden everybody else becomes into CBD. I'm over it. Like it's not even cool no more.
The satanic way.
The
It's
satanic
just
way.
not.
We're at the forefront of everything. We blaze the trails. I need all that.
Yeah.
Justin, my friend, it's a good deal. I'm not even like I feel like I'm a salesperson, but it's like you if you understand what that stuff is. Like this thing here, I sell for like $50. It's a $50 patch. You know, those shirt like it's a good deal. You should if you buy it to gift
And
for
you
people.
can't like And you can't get this anywhere else. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, well, you can't. My stuff is. I'm an artist. I make it. That stuff is. It's not on Amazon for sure. And all
Yeah,
that.
for
All
sure.
that stuff will ship out right away. So you should just. You should if you buy gifts for people. It's like a. It's a good idea. But this is just me showing
Yeah.
love to people that are tuning in and stuff. That's what I do that for.
Yeah. Okay. So do we have any callers that you want to bring on air? Did you have anybody
Well,
in
we got
mind like
Claudia here.
Leia?
We got Claudia here. I'm not really. I don't see anyone. I want to bring Chris Herrera in almost, but he's DJ. Okay, Chris, here. Let me look at this. I could put it right up there. Chris, I'm a lifelong
Yeah, let's bring
musician.
a DJ.
I'll be DJing something with thrills and chills. Chris, I can't wait. That's really neat. I love this. We can look at some of this stuff. Can you see that, Claudia or Lucy? Can you see this on the
I
screen?
can't on my screen. I have to get my other phone. Hold on.
No, I can't
Sometimes
see it because
dead, Justin.
I'm just
Sometimes dead is better.
Stephen King.
No.
You know what? I'll
Uh-uh.
tell you, Justin. When I was at that morgue in San Francisco, I asked a woman that I was with if there was ever a porn filmed in there, and she said yes. There was porns filmed in the San Francisco morgue while she was there, and I asked if she ever did anything with the dead body, and she wouldn't answer. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
What?
Have you ever seen
I
the
know.
film Necromantic?
What was that?
Have you ever seen the film Necromantic?
Oh yeah. Oh, what was that one? There was a
Tell me.
woman.
I want to know. I've never
Oh,
seen it. What's it about? Enlighten me, Claudia.
is this echoing? Can
Um,
anyone tell me if we're echoing? I'd like to know.
Yeah, sometimes it does that.
Basically, it's to sum up the film. A couple brings home a corpse for very fun times, and
Hmm.
they end up kind of getting attached to it. It's a really weird film.
That sounds like a good movie.
Okay, there was I forget her name now. No, Lila Wendell, I believe is her name. Wendell. So this is 25, 30 years ago. What is that noise?
Aliens.
Okay, so Lila is a necromaniac, let's say, necrophiliac, and she would crawl into corpses in New Orleans and take photos with dead bodies and stuff like that. And she would talk about the pleasures of fucking dead people. And like she has books out there. I'll try to find a link for it.
Is
Lila
that
Wendell.
illegal? Is it
Ye-
illegal?
Yeah, but back in the day, the art movement I'm part of, for like the aesthetic terrorism group, the group that we were part of, we were doing things that were really, we were. It was art, but we, she called it artwork, but she was actually doing things that were legal. Like Peter Sotos, he's a transgressive art. I got these transgressive artists. We did things that pushed the limits, and Peter would publish stuff I wouldn't talk about on here, and he was really into it. But he posed it as artwork. He would say, "Oh, this is art," and stuff like that, and but it was that bad. You were looking at like, dude, that's fucking illegal. That is absolutely illegal. And she did the same thing, crawling into these crypts in New Orleans. And yeah, she was really into it. And she's still around. I mean, I used to trade. She used to send me fresh bay leaves off her tree.
That I've always wanted to go to like those coliseums. Those look so cool.
Oh, New Orleans.
I go have a party in there or something.
New Orleans is. You want to talk about witchy vibes? New Orleans is great. Absolutely
Or
great.
doesn't Paris? I've heard Paris has a lot of catacombs too
Oh, the
that they throw
catacombs in.
parties and events in.
Yeah, the catacombs in Paris. I hear are there's nothing better. What is that
Yeah.
noise?
Oh, I think it was me moving.
Keep moving, kid.
Aliens.
Well, what if I'm an alien?
I think
I
you
wouldn't.
might be.
I wouldn't be surprised. You're hanging out here. Alien elite, isn't that what they used to say stuff about Satanists? They're the alien elite. I don't know
I
who's
think that goes
There's a
hand in
lot
hand
of
with Satanists, right?
what.
Aliens.
What were you saying, Claudia?
um. I don't remember.
All right, listen. Justin's trying to say something here. I definitely didn't mean sex with dead. That's too macabre. Thou
I don't
protest
know.
too
Maybe it was a
much.
Freudian slip.
Sure.
What was that, Claudia?
I said I don't know. Maybe it was a Freudian slip.
Edward Bernays slip.
Mm. All right, so I
Oh, so
wanted to go
he's
over the VIP package real quick, what that
Uh-oh.
includes. So the VIP package is going to be 166, and that's going to be available on baphometx.com. And it includes VIP seating, VIP dinner on May 1st with myself, Shane, and Sharon LeVay. And there'll be a question and answer, so you get to come ask questions and hang out and have dinner. That'll be fun. And then you'll get a signed Witches Sabbath poster, signed Sharon LeVay photo, a legalized witchcraft button, and there's a few more things the package includes as well, but those are like the ones that stand out the most. And I think you get free drinks as well with that.
Yeah, but
So it's
what
a
it
it's a
is
good package deal.
what you're paying for is time with us. When there's 200, 300 people in a room, we're not going to be able to hang out with anyone. That's what a VIP thing is for. You get access to us before the event, at the warm up thing, at the book signing, at the day after. So for 3 days, and we can have time to talk with those folks. That sort of separates people, you know, where we have an obligation to hang out with those folks. And there's no guest list, and there's no one getting in nothing for free, contrary to
Yeah.
popular belief with this kind of stuff. I don't do that with my
Yeah.
events. So
And I believe VIP gets to come for the rehearsal the
yeah,
day before.
right,
So end up you get VIP, it's gonna end up being like a 3-day event.
right. You
Hanging
come to
out
the
with us.
rehearsal the day before. You get to hang out and talk to us and take pictures of that stuff and see. You know, I'm making really. I don't know what that fucking noise is, but it's killing me. Let's hear if it's now. Oh, it's this motherfucker, Claudia. I fucking muted your fucking shit. Now it's not. You're a fucking jerk. You're. I saw the other time you were on. You kept going like this, scratching your face, talking to me. You're like, was that on purpose, Claudia? Like you're gonna
no,
tell
it
me the truth?
wasn't. Oh
I
yeah, I'm
believe.
gonna tell you the truth.
Well, Claudia is also my historian. Claudia gave herself the gig of being my historian, and it's true. Anyway, the VIP is going to
That's
be.
so funny.
I'm going to pause that when you're not talking. Wave at me if you want to talk, Claudia, because I'll unpause it because that's irritating. Yeah, the VIP, but you get a bag full of stuff. Did you list any of that? Like, there's a book from me. Also, there's there's a oh that was you. I was maybe it was
Muting,
you
yeah.
that I muted. Maybe it was you. It wasn't Claudia. Let me see. I'm going to do this. Okay, because you were okay.
I'll just mute myself.
Please do mute your mics when you're not using them. That would be great. But I'm hand making a bet. Like I do this fabric art stuff. I make cool clothing. Anyway, and I'm making these. I'm making bags as well. So whatever people get is going to be in that bag. They'll get stuff like these patches and pins, stuff like that in there too. So you get a lot of stuff
And
for
then I know you're designing our robes for the
yeah.
Black Flame ritual.
Yeah. And I'm not, I'll have a full robe. Sharon will have a full robe, and then the folks that are participating with us will have like these collars with a hood on them, so they can show whatever they want, and it'll be really cool, and it'll drop down almost like a cape in the back. It's really
That's
nice.
gonna be sexy. It
Oh yeah,
sounds very sexy.
right. Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm working with my younger brother, and we do a lot of fabric, stuff, and they're turning out to be really good. I mean, we worked really hard on the designs for them. So yeah, those robes are going to be cool.
I'm
So
excited.
if you're part of the VIP, you could take a picture in the robe. I'll let you know. It's cool. I've had like fucking 10 different offers for people. They just saw the drawings of them. They're like, I'd pay for that. And I'm like, it'd be like $600. They like two or three people want to give me deposits for them. So they're going to be cool robes. Trust that.
That's really cool.
And this
And
is
then I know you're
Lucy. One thing. What is this event? What is one word that describes this event? Starts with an H.
Walpurgisnacht.
No, describes it. It starts with an H. Historic. It's
Oh,
historic.
oh yeah.
Let's
I
remember.
forgot.
Let's remember the
It's a
historic.
historical event.
Yeah,
In the
well,
name, in the words of Shane Bugbee, it's a historical event.
it's in the words of
And I got
history.
you.
It's just in the words of facts, like scientific, empirical facts. It's a historic event because, like, I'm going to be there. Sharon's going to be there. You don't get to hang out with people that hung out with Anton LaVey and he made a priest and stuff like that. You don't get to hang out with the official thing. Anyone can do this stuff. 16 million black metal bands can do it, but they don't. They didn't make it into the history books. So
Mm.
that's the way it goes. Well,
And
have they,
then
Lucy? Have they? Please. Have they? They haven't made it into the history books like
no,
that.
no, no, no,
And
not like that, not at all.
making it into the history books is on an accident. That's a mistake when you do that. It's like you
Yeah.
don't try. You stumble into that. Look at my TikTok live is going. Okay. Hi.
And then what else are we having? The other really cool event, the Bloodbath
Oh
Burlesque.
yeah, yeah. That's my favorite, of course. And Gord,
Needles and gore,
yeah, the gentleman
bloodshed.
putting a bunch of the bands together came to Sharon and I was like, I want to make it rain blood. So that's where the idea evolved from. That's a good idea. Can you talk about that video here? Oh wow, who the hell is this? Look at this, Jay. Shane, can you talk about that video where the guy had the knife hidden in his butt and stabs that guy? Nice, Jay.
What?
Jay's an old school person that must follow my stuff for a long time. I put out a video. Fucking Jay. Someone okay. I get things come my way, awful things. Like I get invited to the morgue. Well, someone sent me a video and he wanted to sell it to me and he said, hey, we want to get this on gay porn streaming site. And I look at the video and it's this guy, male prostitute comes in and he has a knife between his butt cheeks and he gets up on this guy and he pulls it out and starts stabbing the guy. And so
What the heck?
I'm talking to the guy that wants to sell me the video rights and it's the guy that was stabbed. He's like, oh, well, I'm like, dude, how do we present this? And he's like, gay video, it's going to be great. I'm like, who would get off on this? I guess you. And I go, tell me more about the video. He goes, well, that's me. And then he told me the whole everything that happened. He had some hidden cameras because he would film his sex acts with
Yeah,
prostitutes. Yeah, so that was there. This Jay wanted that trouble.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
Okay,
And he
Julie,
wanted to go ahead and put out there.
Jolie. Here, let's put this up on the screen. Well, he wanted. There was a black mass in Krakow that made it into the history books. Yeah, that's nice. There's a lot of things that make it into history books as far as events go. But do you know any of those people's names? Like Anton LaVey's name? I don't think so. I'm going to bet not. So there's people that make it into history, and then there's events that make it into history. And
Yeah.
so when a historic person comes to your birthday party, it makes it historic. Like if Abe Lincoln all of a sudden showed up at your birthday party to have cake, you'd be like, wow, the dead president was here.
I'd be like, I knew time travel was real,
Yeah. Do you think time
right?
travel's real?
Fuck yeah. Most definitely.
Really?
Hmm. Haven't you heard the stories of like where people come out of the government and like they're talking about that they were like raised in a time travel? I think it's Project Pegasus, like all these different projects where they were like raised doing the time traveling and like to the moon, like all these different crazy things.
Well,
Have you
I've
heard
heard
of
of.
it or no?
I have. I've heard a lot of that stuff. It doesn't mean I believe in any of it. I'm a person that's I don't discount it, but I don't necessarily believe it. I believe what I can see and taste. Whatever my senses are triggered by, I believe that. So if I could smell it, if
Yeah.
I could taste it, if I could touch it, if I could see it, I can hear it, then I believe it. Otherwise, it just exists in my mind like spirituality, time travel, stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
I think time
Yeah.
travel is pretty. I think we get closer to the concept of time travel with the internet and how when I was younger, generational people, we weren't connected. Older people weren't connected to younger people like this. So talking to Claudia is so much younger than me. It's like time travel in reverse, or like I'm able to, when I talk to Claudia or younger people, I'm able to see what the future will be when I'm not here, because they're sort of telling me the world they're building, the ideas they have, what they don't like about what we did, or the past, and what they want. And so that offers an insight that I don't think my parents or the boomer generation had because they just weren't connected. So
Yeah.
that gives me an idea that time travel might be possible because it's sort of happening right there with those
Well,
stories.
I think it's like people that pass away when there's a recording of them, like you can, it's like spending time with them still.
I do
Like it
believe
kind of
in
fills those
right,
gaps. Like it fills
right,
those gaps.
right. They become timeless. Right. They become
Yeah.
immortal. Right. AI is
Yeah.
helping out with immortality. If you're an artist, for me, AI is the greatest thing because I have so much loaded onto the internet that I can create a chat bot that would answer for me. Like, and I do that now. I get on Chat GPT. I go, could you write something like the artist Shane Bugbee? And it does. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you write better than me.
You know what I seen? The other day, well, like the other day, I was seeing where like now they have AI girlfriends. You can have a relationship with the AI girlfriend.
Hmm.
It's so crazy. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah, I can't handle anything digital like that. I barely can have a text conversation with someone I want, like flirting with me. I'm like, if you're not in front of me, I don't like it. I don't just because I want to be able to reach over and touch your hand, or it needs to be real to me. Digital stuff sucks to me. I don't like it. But
What's next? Like
what's next
AI
is
babies? People have AI babies or
what they're
something?
working
What?
on is the sex dolls that secrete, that get wet, get hard. They're working on sex dolls that are really realistic, and when that happens, that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that.
I've seen some of those. Those are pretty like
Not the
the
kinds they're
skin feels
building.
like skin. Is
Right.
this a new one?
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, they secrete. What I'm saying is they get wet. They
Oh,
smell.
that's cool.
It is like a real person. It's different. I get the skin ones. I've played with sex dolls. I worked in porn, so I understand what you're talking about.
Mhm.
No, this is beyond that. They're warm. They pulse. They move. It's like a robot, and it secretes.
Wow.
So when you have something that's going to get wet or hard based on your touches, it becomes realistic. It's realistic.
I like I wonder what that's gonna do to people, like how people how that's gonna evolve the human species. That's the interesting thing to think about.
I think it'll take predatory sexual practices down to zero or close to it because you can live out a fantasy with this robot no matter what it is, however hard you want to go, you can live it out with these robots and you don't have to risk
Mhm.
your freedom. You don't have to risk going to prison over a fantasy, let's say. And so I think
Mhm.
I think that's what'll I think people really be able to live out their fantasies.
I
What
actually
is
wrote
that?
I wrote an article on this.
Oh, let's hear
Um
about it, Claudia.
oh yeah, I was just kind of thinking about AI once, and it was like a whole like 2 days I was just thinking about it nonstop. And so I just wrote this article, and I was talking about how, yeah, it could help with like bring down a lot of crime. Like it could bring down what you just said. It could bring down like school shootings. Like I guarantee you, if there was AI back in 1999, Columbine wouldn't have happened.
Why do you think Columbine wouldn't have happened?
Well, I think that if we do have AI, it will have some sort of limitations put on it so that it can't encourage things to hurt people, because we do have that fear of them because of movies. And
It was funny. I
then
was
it would probably discourage any sort of human harm just by programming default until they somehow figure out how to break it.
Yeah, I wonder how you can control. You can't really control technology or innovation like they want. No matter how much they try, people are able to loop around it. So,
Well, in this case, the
I
AI
think a
would loop
perfect of
around it.
that is like the dark web, like if you leave it in the hands of humans, they're gonna like pervert it somehow.
yeah, but what's perverse to someone isn't necessarily perverse to me. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, perverse is subjective.
Yeah.
So another thing we're gonna be having at the event is the Miss Satanic Witch pageant. So if we have any witches out there that have want to come like floss their glamour or any skills that they may have, they can come enter into the contest and enter to win a sash. You get a sash, a crown, and a mystery prize. So that'll be fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You were Miss Satanic Witch last year. You were the first.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
D-
sir.
Yes, ma'am. I got my hair
Yes,
short.
ma'am. Bye. I was gonna say ma'am, and I said
So are you competing this year as well? Can you?
no.
That's
I'm not
good.
competing this year. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna sit back and enjoy the show this year.
Oh, very good.
Oh, well, I'm part of the show. I'm part of the show, but like sit back, help run it a little bit here and there. So are we gonna have Sharon on?
Oh, who knows if we'll be blessed to get a phone call from her. I don't know.
Okay.
You tell me. She was supposed to call in by now, so I'm thinking she may have fallen asleep.
All right. Well, then we'll skip that part. Um, do you want to tell us about your book, Shane, that you have coming out?
I have a book out, Inside the Satanic Temple, Their Secrets Revealed. And it's way more than about that group. It has like Anton LaVey's last interview, the full interview, Carla LaVey's last interview. Even though she's still alive, she says she won't be doing any more interviews. Stanton's LaVey's last interview. And so I'm really proud of the book. And it has stuff they wrote for me. Like I've employed Anton, Peter Gilmore wrote in the book. Even Doogie or Lucien Greaves has written stuff in the book and did an interview with me that's in the book. So it's a very complete work as far as satanic history goes. Yeah, that's history that you can't recreate with doing a black mass ritual. You have to actually live it.
Yeah.
Like some people can put on cowboy hats, and some people went out and played cowboys and shot up places. And so this book is full of people that played, were cowboys or satanic cowboys, let's say. So yeah, I'm very
And
proud of the
then
book. I'm very proud of the
I
book.
know there's really, really cool, like you say, historical pictures in there of like you and Lucien Greaves. And then like I know you have some really cool topics. Like what was one that you guys called into like the Secret Service or
Oof, I don't want to talk about that here. But yeah,
no?
that you got
Well,
that.
that's in the book. That's in the
There's
book.
yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff in that. There's lot of rowdy stuff in that book. I'm very proud of it. And yeah, like I was a mentor to Doug. He was my protege for a long time. That's Lucien Greaves to most people. But don't hold that against me. It was a mistake I'm trying to clean up. The Satanic Temple's nonsense. Yeah, we're enemies now. So, but I'm enemies. I have beef with everyone. So that's the best part of the book.
Well, it is your title, the most